welcome into TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, to the match review between Barcelona and Leganes here in the early kickoff on Saturday afternoon. Barcelona have won the game by 2-1. It is a win. It is 3 points. We do remain top of the league. And of course, if you're a Barcelona fan, you want to be top of the league. But again today, it wasn't exactly good, was it? And it's very, very difficult, and it's so difficult under Valverde to actually review games. Because, yeah, you want to be happy that you've won the game. You want to be happy there that you've come back. We came from behind. We scored 2 goals there in the second half to come back and win. But even when we win, it still feels like a loss. The way that we play, the way that you watch the game develop over the course of 90 minutes, even when we win, it's so difficult with the way that we're playing to actually get excited. Because you look at it today, we were very, very poor to start the game. We had a woeful first half. We had a lot of good players out there. There was a lot of good players in the lineup. We're going to be coming on to the exact shape that we showed in the game today. But in the first half, we were dreadful. We went 1-0 down, very, very good goal. We're going to talk about that from Leganes. But in the second half, we did turn it round. We scored 2 goals, but there were 2 goals there from set pieces. Apparently 6 of our last 7 goals have actually come from set pieces there. And a Barcelona team, that's pretty much unheard of. But 2 of our goals there coming from set pieces. We have turned the game around, but does it feel like a win? Does it feel there like something that gives you confidence, that makes you inspired there to go and watch that? No, that's the kind of game there that if you flick your phone on, you've seen there that Barca have won. That's all you need to do today. That's all you need to do. You only need to see the result from this game. You didn't need to watch that out there, and that's never been Barcelona. Barcelona have always been a club that you wanted to watch, that you wanted to get involved in, that you wanted to see not only the result, but the performance, the whole game, how we got there. But right now, it's all about the end product. It's all about there. We've got our game today. We've got our win. We've got our 3 points. But the performance again, I'm sorry, and I don't like keep coming here and doing it, but it's not good enough. So this here is how Barcelona lined up coming into the game. It was Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Junior Firpo here coming in at left back. It was Umtiti and Gerard Piqué because Clement Longley picked up a very slight injury in the build-up to this game yesterday. Moussa Wagué made his very first appearance of the season there at right back. It was just Busquets and Frenkie de Jong in midfield, and for one of the first times, we've seen Messi here, Griezmann, Dembele and Luis Suarez all starting together. And I was actually going into this game quite excited because, yeah, that's a very, very attack-minded formation. There's a lot of attacking players out there. You've got to get them to work hard to actually make that work. And yeah, we are a bit light in midfield, but I kind of felt like you got that kind of quality against the team who's bottom in La Liga. Surely here we could see something. Surely we could see maybe a few goals. And I think there was a feeling, to be honest, like we were a bit light at the back. Maybe we concede a few, but we go and score some goals and have a real go today at Leganes. But what actually happened was rubbish. In the first half, it was genuinely like watching 4 players up front who'd never, ever met each other, who never seen each other in their lives, who didn't even know who the other one was, because there was no combination play. There was no cohesion. Griezmann was making runs. He wasn't being picked out. There was an argument there between Griezmann and Gerard Piqué. He was making a few runs. Piqué didn't find him, and Piqué wanted him to make different runs that he was doing. And it just seems out there like nobody really understands what's going on. It's a car crash. It really, really is. You watch Barcelona and you think, what is actually their role in the team? Where are they supposed to be? What are they supposed to be doing? Because they don't know. They don't know because Valverde doesn't know. And I think right now we're lurching from one disaster to another one. We saw it today, another poor performance, but we got bailed out. We've won the game, so everything's fine. But you can see here, you can see in the play, it's not good. And these players, you look at them here. Lionel Messi, Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, Suarez, Busquets, de Jong. You look at how good the quality there of those players are. But let me ask you this. Out of all those players there and all the players that we see on the field at Barcelona, how many players has Ernesto Valverde improved? How many players would you say that since Valverde has arrived at the club, they look better than they were before? I would actually say none. I would say he's not improved anybody, and he's not only done that, he's sent a lot of them backwards. It happened, of course, with Coutinho. He was shipped out. He brought in Griezmann now for massive money. He was taken off there, and it's just not going to work out. And it's not good. And I don't get it. And these Barca players, they're just not anywhere close to what we need right now. We then made some second-half changes. Like I say, Antoine Griezmann did depart, as did Sergio Busquets. De Jong dropped here into the holding midfield position. We swapped formation then to go to the more traditional 4-3-3 outlet. Rakitic and Vidal here coming on in midfield. Dembele from the left, Messi there from the right, of course, and Suarez there remaining in that centre-forward role. Did things get better? Not really. I would say, actually, Messi got a bit more on the ball, had a bit more control, because even in that first half, Lionel Messi was not the Lionel Messi we know. And that's what I mean here. Even somebody like Messi is starting to become affected by Ernesto Valverde's systems, the rigid style of play in which we find ourselves in. And today again, it just didn't seem to work. Whatever we did, whatever formation you chose, whatever system you chose, whatever personnel you chose, it didn't work. It doesn't work. 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. You can play any system you like, but if the general outlook of that team is wrong, if the mentality of that team isn't there, it just doesn't work. It doesn't function. And I just think the players out there, they don't combine. There's no rhythm in our play. We go from side to side, we work it out wide, we cut it back, but you never actually feel as though Barcelona are going to penetrate their opponents. You never really feel there like Barca are on top in a game. They're strangling their opponents. They're ramping up the pressure and they're going to get the goal. You almost thought today, like, hopefully we'll get it. Hopefully we'll get that goal at some point. And the way that it came was exactly like you'd expect, because it was a corner kick that was whipped in there. It came off the Leganes defender's foot in the direction of Arturo Vidal, who was basically there on the goal line to tap in. And that's Barca right now. That's the way that we won the game. From a corner, pinged in, a long ball in there, and just hoping it falls to the right man. And the first goal was exactly the same. It's a great delivery from Lionel Messi, but it's a set piece. Barcelona here used to create so many opportunities from open play. They used to be expansive in their build-up. What happened? What happened? Because right now, against the league's bottom team in Leganes, we couldn't even get it going today. There was nothing out there for Barcelona. And I know many of you felt the same. Many people these days are bored watching Barca. They're frustrated. They're angry. And we're just sick of it. I don't want to keep coming here and being negative. I don't want to keep coming here, especially after we won games and not being able to really celebrate. But we just want more. And I don't feel like it's much to ask. I don't feel as though these Barcelona players are giving everything they can under this coach and fulfilling that potential. It's so frustrating. And there is, of course, another topic that I do have to come on to in today's match review. I've got to talk about the start of the game, the fact that we did concede a goal, and it was a wonderful, wonderful finish there from En-Nesyri, perfectly in the top corner. Ter Stegen didn't even move. That was how good the finish was, and it was a wonder strike. What you could say, though, in the build of that goal, maybe Gerard Piqué could have closed down the shot. He could have put a bit more pressure on the ball there and got out a bit quicker to close down En-Nesyri. And also a few moments later, Piqué again, it was a failed clearance. His clearance there was closed down. He then slipped. Leganes there could have easily made it 2-0. And you've got to ask the question here about Gerard Piqué and his application really when he's on the pitch, because today he looked tired. He looked absolutely shattered, to be fair. I saw him in the tunnel there, and even in his eyes, he looks really, really tired. And you all know about what he's been doing this week. Of course, he's heavily involved in the tennis world with the Davis Cup in Madrid. And apparently he's actually been going to training there in the morning and then in the afternoon. Of course, this is free time, but he's been going to Madrid there to take part in all the events, to be in the crowd, to be part there of the event. And that's what he's been doing for the past week. And then on the weekend, he's got to go and play a game. Now, apparently, if Longley had been fit today, Piqué wouldn't have played because, of course, he's been too involved in all this stuff to actually get his head straight to play. But is that the way that it should be? Should we have a player there who is on massive money, to be fair? He is a legend, but he's on massive, massive money at Barcelona. He's one of our key players. He's always in the team. But then suddenly, because he's got something else going on this week, he wasn't going to play. But suddenly then, because somebody got injured, he had to play. You, as a Barcelona player, you've got to be ready. Whatever the occasion, whatever the match, whatever the game, you must be ready. If you're needed, you've got to play. And Piqué today, for me, he wasn't ready. He wasn't in the right headspace. He looked tired. He looked lethargic, like many of the players. But Piqué in particular, he's got so much else going on. And you just have to continue to wonder, is he at the standard required, week in, week out, to fully apply himself still to Barcelona duties? And so that there, guys, is today's match review on the game against Leganes. And like I say, I don't enjoy coming here and having to talk about Barcelona in this way. I don't enjoy talking about them negatively. I don't enjoy moaning. I don't enjoy complaining. I really, really don't, because I get many people in the comments saying, look, you used to be so positive. You used to be so happy talking about Barcelona. We want that kind of person back. Believe me, That's all I want to do. That's all that I want to be, because I am a very positive person. I want to look at this Barcelona team in a positive way. But at these kind of moments, you can't keep sweeping it under the carpet, because yeah, we've won. But if we just said, yeah, we've won, everything's great, nothing would change. Maybe nothing will change anyway, but we've got to address here the elephant in the room that is Valverde, that is causing these problems, that is the board, that is the players out there not doing well. We've got to talk about that, because that's what the channel is all about. We talk about the good times, but we also talk about the bad, and I don't enjoy it, but at times like these, guys, we've got to talk about it together. We've got to come together and actually talk about those problems. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you watch the game today? Did you bother to watch that? If you did, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you think of the performance? What do you think of the individuals? One thing I will say is, Mr. Wage was pretty good today. Fair play to him. His first minutes of the season thrown in a game like this. I thought particularly in the first half there, he had a good game. He deserves respect. More chances. Well done to him today. But overall, what did you make of that performance? Let me know in the comments down below. Barca have a massive week ahead with Dortmund and Atletico Madrid to come. Oh, it's all happening. But until next time, guys, as always, Visca el Barça.